All right, well, after like, I don't even know how many hours we've been out here, 6 hours, 7 hours, something like that. We finally figured out how to do the doors, or how we want to do the doors, and get the correct shape like NZ Mopar drew the windows. And you know, one of the biggest problems is this car. I didn't want to cut the frame. I didn't want to cut the frame and jeopardize the strength of the frame or anything like that. I'm gonna box it and, you know, set up the frame real nice and sandblast it and paint it and all that crap. Using the frame as a jig right now, and it took like hours to get this thing all laid out with the lines and laser leveled, and used, you know, we used a plumb bob and everything else, and got everything where we wanted it, where the cowl's right and everything's square and plumb and all that good stuff. But I wanted to start building the doors, and what we did is NZ Mopar. NZ Mopar is on YouTube. Go check his channel out. But when he drew the picture for us, we originally wanted to do this with the windows, and I like where the tire is, how he put this, and then the other rendering that we have, the tire's up in here. And we ended up liking, you know, this is a lot more like what we wanted. So what we ended up doing is keeping the doors where they're in here, like this on the car, and not having that little back window here. Because one of the things is we're gonna have maybe suicide doors or some trick style doors on this car, and I wanted to have the glass in the doors. So what I did, Heidi and I came out here and we hashed it out. We had rolls of tape on this thing, just tape lines and stuff all over the place, trying to figure out the best way to do this and how we wanted to design it and everything else. And we ended up chopping the top on it the other day and getting it that perfect. I was real happy with that. I just couldn't get the side one of the way I wanted it. And I just got super frustrated and was getting pissed off. So stood back, looked at it, and she says, well, let's just go get some conduit from the hardware store. And literally the first bends, just boom, boom, boom. It went the way I wanted it to. Because it's hard when you're looking at cardboard to imagine, you know, panels being on the car. Excuse me. And so finally got it how we want it, how we like it. And the side windows match, you know, the front windshield. You know, it's chopped, and then so are the side windows, but I wanted it to go back like that because I really liked how NZ Mopar did that little short glass back there on the behind the driver door, but we didn't want to go with that, so we ended up just making it one piece window on the side. And when I'm done, it'll, because of the measurements on the frame and stuff, like I said, I didn't want to shorten the frame. It'll end up, I'm gonna break my neck, keep falling on stuff. You know, when the top comes back and curves down like this, it's actually perfect the way, you know, here's the fenders right here, and I'm just using conduit to kind of pick up a shape so that when I'm looking at something, I got a little bit of a reference from the picture that NZ Mopar did. And then, so, you know, I'll start building the cab, and eventually I'm gonna just start taking all this stuff off this body, build the cab, and then I'll build the fenders separately, and I'll put everything back on here when the floors are on it and all that, and the transmission tunnel and all that good stuff. And then I'll get everything welded together. But I'll try to do a little bit more updating and let you guys know where we're at. It's been a frustrating as hell day because, like I said, I spent all day on this trying to figure it out, but sometimes that's what you gotta do. And then now I'm getting ready to cut out the templates for the doors, and you know, those are right here, the cardboard templates, and that matches this guy right here, the conduit on the bottom. And then I'll have a slot where the glass will go up and roll up into the part that I'll build on the top. And I'm building that out of some channel. Obviously, I'm not building the doors out of conduit. That's just here for looks, so I can pick up some shapes because it's a little bit better than looking at the cardboard, like I was saying. But go check out NZ Mopar. Check out his channel, and you know, give him a heads up. Tell him Arco sent you over there. And I appreciate all the support and everything on my channel, and all of our sponsors and everything. And you know, as soon as we get the sponsors all set up and everything for our build, we'll start announcing them. But anyways, I'll give you a heads up, you know, as soon as I get a little bit more built on this thing and a little bit more progress, do a little bit more videos. Thanks. All right, now I got this piece of metal on my welding table, and then I'm gonna take this template that I just made, and then I'll put it on here and trace it out, but I gotta spray this down with Prep-All. Get all this oil off here first, it's nasty. That way I can mark up, you know, do the marks on here and whatever. But Bet you never seen my shop like this. Holy mackerel. What a mess. Place is a wreck. We've been trashing all day. It's destroyed. So I gotta clean this crap up. Oh man. But me and Heidi have been in here all day messing with this thing, and I'm gonna try to get the doors cut out right now. So I gotta cut, you know, the outside skins, and then that way I can start building the, you know, the channel and everything, you know, to build the doors. But anyways, put the next video out real soon. We'll see what happens.